Killing it like a villain, or yeah.
Welcome back to another SCHWARTZ.
That's not the name of our show. It's called a bad movie review, Noah. You're being silly. So this week we saw, I honestly don't even remember what we saw. What's the name of this thing?
This is where I
leave you.
This is where I am?
I don't know.
This is where I leave you.
It's an accurate statement.
This is where you are.
This is where I am. The sequel to This Is Where I Leave You.
Not actually the sequel to This Is Where I Leave You. Rotten Tomatoes score for This Is Where I Leave You.
Rotten Tomatoes gives This Is Where I Leave You a 44% rating.
No, so it's not bad.
It's not a good movie, but it's not a bad movie.
It was mediocre. I mean, you know, it wasn't even like, I mean, it was it.
Well spoken.
Yeah.
Only a couple of our fans told us to see this movie, and we'll get into it, won't we, Ross? Sam Hunter.
It's a good name. It's easily pronounceable.
She also said ILYSM. You know what that means? I love you so much.
Aww.
Isn't that sweet?
Oh my god.
We love you, Sam Hunter. Noah Wilbanks. Dude, you're awesome.
Yeah, it's my nephew, Noah.
This is my birthday present from Ross. He got me a Lego mug. It is the most difficult thing to drink out of.
This movie had Jason Bateman, Tina Fey,
Jane Fonda,
with enormous
fake boobs. How do you think they made those fake boobs?
I'd say CGI. Half the budget was her tits in that movie.
The kid from Girls, who is apparently also in Star Wars.
Yes, he is going to be the new villain in Star Wars.
Bald guy was in it. Timothy Oliphant. Shepard.
Rose Byrne was in this.
Rose Byrne is gorgeous, but her body looks like a 13-year-old boy. It was a pretty comedic cast.
Too bad the story was unimaginably depressing.
It was the epitome of a dark comedy. Here we go. Who was the best part of this movie?
Jane Fonda's tits.
You'll get one more try. Which actor was the best part of this movie?
Jane Fonda's tits.
You're the worst.
What?
Ben Schwartz.
Oh, Ben Schwartz!
Ben Schwartz is our boy.
I could die happy if he could be in one of our videos.
Ben Schwartz, get in one of our videos, bro.
We want you inside of us. I mean,
in between us.
You know who my favorite actor was in this? Ben Schwartz.
Nailed it.
I love Ben Schwartz. I enjoyed it. I laughed.
Did you really?
I laughed. I kind of like zoned out at the beginning, to tell you the truth. I laughed predominantly with Ben Schwartz and the Dark Lord of the Sith guy from Girls.
Wait, you enjoyed this movie?
Well, I mean, like, we're comparing it to the other pieces of monumentally huge that we have watched previously. Would I recommend this to someone? No. If it's on TBS and there's nothing going on, would I change the channel? I don't know.
I didn't really enjoy this movie. I think it was a talented cast. I will say this.
What are you gonna say?
There were a dick ton of characters in this movie.
There were a lot of characters.
There were a ton of characters.
It was an ensemble cast.
Yes. And I think they actually did a good job of telling all of their stories.
And all of them are depressing as by the way.
Yeah, it's like they all have one really depressing part of their life.
Except for Jason Bateman, who has like 9. Spoiler alert, who cares? They're like depressed, more depressed. Then it ends and they're like, okay, our lives still suck and we're miserable, but it's not as bad as it was a week ago.
It's like they all grew and now we know how to get out of this.
I know now how to get out of the movie theater when it ends.
Right, but no, that's not what it was. What do you think the moral of this movie was?
It happens, try to be happy anyway.
That was deep.
Toads.
Moving on.
So, plot.
How many sentences?
I'm gonna say 3 because this one is like somewhat intricate.
Jason Bateman finds out his wife is cheating on him with his boss and then his dad dies. He meets up for the weekend with his dysfunctional family and everyone else's life sucks. The movie ends and everyone's life still sucks, but not as much as it once sucked in the beginning.
That's pretty much the movie, bro.
What did you think of the acting?
I thought the acting was nice.
One thing that doesn't make any sense about this movie, there is no way that those 4 actors could be related.
No.
What?
No.
Yes. I believe Jason Bateman and Tina Fey could be related.
I could go with that.
Only 2 of the 4 that I could see being related.
2 of the 4.
Maybe there's a deleted scene somewhere that shows
where she's like,
that they're not.
I banged lots of dudes and y'all aren't my kids. Or like, you're not your father's
Yeah,
children.
and they're like, let's leave this out. There's
like,
already
this is a
enough
little heavy.
confusing in this movie. Let's just take that out.
That could make sense.
That'd make a lot more sense than this movie did.
See, we just solved the plot hole with our imaginations. Can I hold this just for a second? I've never held it.
Stop it. This is my cup. Ew.
Well, there you have it. Another bad movie review from Noah and Ross.
We just got an email that we're gonna be on national television this week for our sketch from last week, The 5 People You Meet at the Dog Park. So, by the time you watch this video, we'll probably have been on TV. Watch the sketch over here.
Yeah, and we'll totally be famous and we'll be like, this YouTube.
YouTube.
Except not really, please. Keep
No,
watching.
please subscribe and please don't leave us.
Yes.
We're very needy. Down there is our last bad movie review for The Giver.
Please subscribe and again, let us know if there's any other bad movies. We are debating changing it up and making it a good movie review through the Oscar season because we're gonna run out of bad movies. Is that a good idea or a bad idea? Same banter, same silliness, just we'll get more philosophical with the films.
Ugh.
We'll be legitimate like film critics and people are like, oh my god, they're so critical.
Thank you for watching Ross and I Be Idiots. We appreciate it. We love you. Hugs and kisses. We'll see you next week.
High five.
I missed.